Today's video is a requested one, and I was asked to see how I can create an inbuilt wardrobe with limited space. So for today's video, I'm going to be using this corner in my craft room to build a wardrobe. And I'll be using mirrors that I got from Walmart as the doors. I'm also going to be using pegboards for this DIY as well. And wood that's going to be at the back of the pegboards. I'll be building this wardrobe on top of the skirting or base molding. I've put up 2 pieces and I'll be putting 2 more. I cut a 2x4 pegboard into 2 and it's not going to be wide enough, but I'm going to use it anyway because I didn't want to use too much for this project. The next thing I'll do is attach the hinges to the mirrors before attaching them to the boards. I'm going to be making shelves for this wardrobe using wood. This is such a good tool to have at home for people who are into DIY, especially with lots of cuts from wood, but little cuts because this is a small machine that does not do heavy duty cutting. Just little cuttings will be good for this machine. And the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. After I was done, I painted them white. The next thing I'll do is put up the supports for the shelves. I'm going to go ahead and paint these wood pieces as well. This part here is easy. You just put the shelves on the wood. I got this Pegboard Accessories from Walmart, and they'll be used to hang little items in the wardrobe. I'll be covering up the corners with crown molding. I'm going to use a little bit of white paint to hide the Tacknails, and then clean up the mirrors before attaching decorative onlays that I got online, and the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. I spray painted them white, but I had an issue with the pattern because it's just one singular pattern and this is what it's supposed to be, but it's going to have to be upside down for some of them. So I ended up figuring out a way to do it that it would still look good in the eye. We're almost done, and the next thing I'm going to be making will be the handles. And I'll be using Dollar Tree frames and gluing on the glass to the frame. Now you see this foam that comes with the frame. I'm going to cut a little bit of it and attach it to just one side of the frame. And that's going to compensate for the frame that's on the mirror. I'll be gluing crystal knobs that I got online in the middle. Like I said earlier, what I have down here is to compensate for the frame of the mirror that you can see here. I made 2 and glued them to the doors using a strong adhesive and a hot glue gun. I added some gems to the onlays, and because of that, I added gems also to the frames. This is such an awesome way to make use of the little corner that you have in your room. I just put little items here for display purposes. I actually have this in my craft room, so I am just responding to a request that someone made So after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna turn mine into a storage cabinet. Only because I don't really need clothes to be in my craft room. But I just hope this is a nice idea that the lady is gonna make use of. Because honestly, guys, I know that we have certain corners in our bedrooms that are just bare. So I mean, this is just gonna be like an extra wardrobe space. You can make this as large as you like, depending on the space that you have at the corner. The main structure for this DIY is going to be with Walmart mirrors. I'm also going to be using canvas panels. This is strong, so to make it even stronger, I'm going to cut the exact shape by measuring it like this, cutting it, and then I'm going to double it and glue them together. After I attached the top and the bottom, I noticed that the middle was kind of open, so I'm going to close that up. I got a pack of corner braces, and I'll be using just one. You can add two more, one for the top and one for the bottom if you like, but I just used one in the middle because it's sturdy as it is. This is how I'm going to be laying out the wood for the partitions. For the doors, instead of glass, I'll be using acrylic sheets. I got 3 of these, and I went out of my way to get this because I'm going to be attaching hinges to it, and I want it to be really strong and sturdy. I'm done with one. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more doors. When I was done, I attached it to the frame of the mirror. Now the next thing I'll do is cut out shapes that would fit inside from canvas panels and cover them with mirror reflective paper and place them on the supports inside. I'm almost done here, so I'll be removing the protective film on both sides of the sheet. Look at that. It's straight, it's strong, it's so clear, like real glass. Because I ran out of mirror reflective paper, I'll be cutting out the shape from a cake platter and gluing it on top. I cut it to size with a box cutter, and I'm going to cover up the edges with mirror mosaic tiles as well. I'll be using this catchwood strike that I got from Home Depot for the doors. This will be attached inside the cabinet, and this will be attached on the door. This is an LED strip that I used in my previous apartment, and it's just been laying around doing nothing, so I'm going to attach it inside the cabinet for lighting. You'll see the effect much better at night. Now this is what it looks like when I have things placed inside. Because the acrylic sheets that I used were not long enough to touch the other side, I'll be cutting a little piece to attach it to the other door to have it closed all through. Something like this in the market would go for anything from $400 and up, but I spent about $45 only because I used acrylic sheets for the doors instead of glass that I would have gotten from the Dollar Tree. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.